It's morning still here for me, Lynda Cromar at lyndacromar.com. Welcome, 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 all of you, especially those that have come in here as a replay. And today we're going to discuss what exactly you should be scoping about, if not your own business. Now, there's a reason why I put it this way, because I don't know about you, but a lot of people are confused about this, and I want to clear up some things to help you out. Hello, everybody that is now joining. Yeah, I like the chocolate hearts. Isn't that cool? I love chocolate. But anyway, I'm going to present actually some very important points I think will really help you. So I'm going to get right into it for all of the wonderful people that decided to get on here right away, because I reward the ones that go. Here we are on our first point here. What do I scope about? Now, it's going to vary depending on what you are in business to do, but you got to make sure that you're not just constantly pushing your business. Now, if you ever go and look out at, see if I can get this closer. Can you see that okay? If you ever go out and look at what happens on the main feed, like on Facebook, because they do allow links, and you might have noticed actually that they don't allow links in Periscope except for on your bio, and it's not clickable unless you go to the west. My camera's dirty. Oh, okay. It's actually this. Let's see if it works without doing that. Can you still see it? It's actually but it doesn't give me the wide view if I do it that way. Let me fix it again. Is that any better? Okay, cool. So it was just the way it was sitting on there. But you can't see it if it's not wide enough if I don't use that lens that I have on there. So anyway, if you go out to the main feed of Facebook, yes, in network marketing, in anything, but especially network marketing, you see an awful lot of times that people are just sending their link out there all the time, all the time, all the time. I want to just get a poll in here. Please answer. Have you ever heard of the book Jab, 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 Right Hook? It's by Gary Vaynerchuk. That is Jab, 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 Right Hook. It doesn't matter what company. What matters is that you understand what I'm trying to teach. Okay, cool. There's one yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. Yes, it's a great book. Now, the major thing that he teaches in that book is that a jab is giving good content and value. And you want to do more of the jabs than you do the right hooks. The right hooks are when you give somebody your product information, your link, or whatever that you have that shares your business with them. Hello from Brazil. Nice to see you. Absolutely, it's so important. So in that book, and I do recommend you get it if you don't have it, it teaches actually how to really do this on any social media. And although he wasn't talking about Periscope at the time, thanks a lot for sharing. I really appreciate that. And thanks for the hearts. I especially like the chocolate ones. But anyway, when he talks about sharing your business, he's talking about you have to first bring people to you. And the best way to absolutely do that is when you share value. And what is value? It is things that you can offer to people that help them regardless of whether they actually become part of your business or not. So, and another thing to keep in mind, Periscope is an app only for cell phones, smartphones, Androids or iPhones. So if you think about that, that is also true of Instagram. And I think that's going to be the trend, that the majority of the newer social medias like Periscope, they are not going to be allowing links all over the place. Facebook, it kind of gets crazy over there, doesn't it? That everybody. Are there other phones? Well, I think there are, but the major ones are iPhones and Android phones. I think there's other companies that have attempted to put out phones, but most of the time I just think that they actually do better if the two phones, and there are good and bad in both. But the iPhone is actually what I have, and I think it does the best job. Just my own opinion, of course. So if you notice that Periscope has no way that you can share a link, either on your own broadcast or on your profile. Now you can put it on your profile and people can copy and paste it. And I do have my newsletter on there, but if you think about it, people are not looking for your link until they really, truly decide they want to be part of whatever it is you're doing. So what kinds of things can you do? As a network marketer, you can absolutely share things that are going to benefit people whether they join you or not. What is that going to be? It depends on what your product line is. If you are somebody that has a health and wellness company, you might want to be able to teach them about what kind of foods to eat. Not just your product, but foods, regular foods that they need to eat that's going to enhance the program and make them do better. That would be a really good scope, and I would even attend it because it would help me too. And people are going to get benefit from it regardless of whether they join you. That is what I mean by value. So you need to be a little bit creative and figure it out. Okay, goodbye. Anyway, I'm not selling anything, so I don't know what his problem is. Anyway, this is the second point. Why shouldn't I present my business? Well, yes, you can at some point, but you got to realize that a lot of the time, the people that are on your new scopes are brand new to you. They don't know you yet. And you have not created any rapport or any kind of openness that they're ready to look at what you have. So it's really better to get them on your list. And what I mean by that is an actual mailing list. I promote that every single time I scope because I see a lot of people that are just sharing their business directly, and guess whose list they end up on if you do it that way? They end up on that company's list, not on your list. So if you want it to be your own list, you have to do it in a separate way, and that is really important. So that's why you don't see me presenting my business. I do have a business. I'm not presenting it today. I do have ways you can connect with me and find out more, but I'm not doing a direct presentation about my business here. I'm teaching something because I'm a social media expert. I've worked in this for over 7 years, and I know what I'm doing with it, so I can teach you. So social media is really not for presenting your business. It is a place where you can warm people up that don't know you very well, and they can start to get better acquainted and get to a place where they trust you enough that they want to know more about your business. And you want to get them on your list. So that will help you a lot if you think about it that way. And realize also that the social media is not your list. Your list is a separate place. One of the major places is like Aweber or GetResponse, or I have other places that I use that I could share with you if you would like to know more about that. So how do I create rapport? This is the big question a lot of people ask. Maybe they don't use that exact word, but how do I get them excited about me enough that they're really ready to listen to what I have to share about my business? Well, for one thing, find out what their questions are. Because in every single niche, no matter what you're doing, there are people that are asking specific questions. And you can find out what they are. Go in Google and find out what those words are that people are regularly Googling or even making comments. And scopes. They're making comments on Facebook. They're doing it in their statuses. They're doing it in their tweets. If you really go and research, you're going to find out what it is they're asking about. If they want to know about weight loss, they have a specific question in regard to weight loss. So it would be a good idea for you to find out what those questions are. Then you can answer those questions and not necessarily here's my link, because that is the biggest problem with what people are doing, is that they are saying, here's my link, this is how I answer my question. No, get knowledgeable enough that you can answer that question and build rapport with that person so that they can actually start to know you as an expert in the field of whatever you're doing, so that they are interested in knowing you more, because people will follow you if you show that kind of leadership. And that's what I had to share with you today. I have questions you have on this, because I'd be glad to help you with that, because I know for a fact that there's a lot of people that are brand new to using the internet to build their business, regardless of what it is. And it's really important to do it with an attitude of wanting to help people regardless of whether they join your business. Don't be so anxious to push them into your business before they have gotten better acquainted with you, because when you do, they're more likely to say no than yes. And that's where the rejection comes from, is because you haven't built enough trust with that person that they're ready to say yes to you. So I hope this has been helpful. I am going to be sharing this over. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sarah, for contributing and asking questions. I so much appreciate that. And absolutely, you want to go through that process. Don't be impatient and think you have to present every single time you talk to somebody. And there are ways that you can present at the end. When you get to a place where they're ready to do it, a lot of companies, and mine included, has a presentation page that you can bring them to when it is the right time for them to have that. After they've gotten to know you a little bit, after they've gotten to trust you a little bit, after you've shared some value, and there's many, many ways I've been sharing that you can do that. And I hope this is helpful, because I really want you to really get this, to be able to do this. And I'm also going to share with you that I just created a new group for you to help you. And you can't read this very well with this, so maybe I'll take this off, see if you can see it better. I just created a new group called ParisSociability.com. Group.ParisSociability.com. That is it there. And I am sharing a lot of my insider tips inside of that group. That's in Facebook. You can go there for free. I'm not charging yet. I will eventually be charging, but at this point I'm not going to. And you will be able to share and listen to what I have to teach you directly inside this group. So go to group.ParisSociability.com, and I will see you there. Bye for now.